Hello and welcome to Source Talks. My name is Katja Maria and I'm a holistic coach, mentor and strategist for artists and vocal performers. And in this episode of Source Talks, we'll talk about what to do every day for your voice. In my work as a singing teacher and a vocal coach for singers and actors, I have tried to identify the most important things that we can do every day to keep our voice in optimal shape. I believe it's very important to have a holistic approach when it comes to working on yourself as a singer and performer. So in this video, I will talk you through 3 things that I have identified as the top things to do every day to keep your voice in tip-top shape. What this video is not this is not a video where I'm going to show you do this sequence every day. Everybody has to do exactly these exercises. Rather, I'll talk you through 3 topics that are very important when it comes to keeping your voice in an optimal shape, keeping it flexible, and also the stuff that affects your voice that are not directly voice technique related. Sounds cool? Let's get started. Number 1, release tension. This topic is number 1 for a reason, because tension in your body and in your mind is going to affect your voice negatively. And if you're tense, no voice exercises in the world will really help to make your voice optimal. They might help to some extent, but if there's a lot of underlying tension in your body affecting your voice, those voice exercises don't really have the optimal results for you. This is why releasing tension on a daily basis is so important for singers and performers. Oftentimes when it comes to singing and to the voice, we tend to think about tension release relating to the tension around or releasing tension around the muscles of the larynx or around the area of the larynx. So we probably think about the tension in our neck, in our shoulders, and in our tongue, but I want you to consider the bigger picture as well. While it's very important to keep releasing tension in that area that I just mentioned, which is more closely approximated to your larynx and your vocal folds, tension can build up anywhere in the body, and tension in other areas of the body will affect your voice. Your voice could get stuck, or you could even experience a loss of range due to tensions in the lower back, for example. So you see, overall, ongoing tension release is one of the most important things you can do for your voice. Stretching for 10 minutes before your performance is good, but this does not help you to release tension that has been building up over a longer period of time. And now just consider our lifestyles. We sit a lot nowadays and we spend time on mobile phones and devices or in front of the laptop. You're perhaps carrying heavy bags on your shoulders and so on and so on. So on a daily basis, imbalances happen in your body and this leads to tensions, and then tensions build up over time, and these types of built up tensions in your body can then seemingly out of nowhere affect your voice. So doing some sort of stretching for the larger muscles in your body is super helpful for keeping that tension from piling up. Movement is of course important as well. So when you're working behind the computer, make sure to take breaks, for stretching, or put on some music and dance and move your joints and have fun. When it comes to tension release in your body, it's also very good to consider the importance of your fascia. Fascia is the soft connective tissue that runs through your whole body like a spider web, and it goes and covers all your muscles, your organs, your bones, your nerve fibers, your blood vessels. Fascia is everywhere. And this might sound a little bit funny when I say your fascia can get stressed, but it can. And when your fascia gets stressed, it tightens up. You can keep your fascia flexible by moving and stretching and massaging. I personally love these small massage balls. They're like tiny balls that are called lacrosse balls or massage balls or fascia balls even. And they're super nice for massage, so you can use them under your feet, on your lower back, in your shoulders. And they're so great because they help you to release all these little tensions and knots in your fascia. This in turn will actually help your voice to stay more flexible and to have a more rich and resonant tone. Another great way to keep your body and your fascia and muscles flexible is to do some stretching from yin yoga. Now, I'm no yoga teacher, but I've been practicing yoga for more than 20 years, and I love yin yoga, especially because it allows me to target these soft tissues, these deep soft tissues, to lengthen them and to stretch them. Not only does it help you stretch your soft tissues, but it actually also helps you to calm down your nervous system. And this is important for us artists and performers living these busy lives where we have a lot of input going on. We need a way to reset and relax and get our nervous system in this rest and digest state. Tension release on a daily basis does not mean that you necessarily have to do an hour of yoga every day. It's great if you can, but do the smallest amount possible. So it's really developing this mindset that reminds you to take care of your body and to release tensions throughout the day. Also equally important to keep in mind when it comes to tension release is releasing mental tension. Mental tension caused by stress or by things that are not going optimally during your day, like maybe you had a quarrel with someone, or maybe there are negative thoughts in your mind, and so on. All this mental stress is stored in your body and in your energy field. And that, in turn, in the long run, will affect your voice and your ability to be present in your performance and in your practice negatively. So you want to make sure to release mental stress on a daily basis too. Have you ever noticed how animals react when they have had something stressful happen to them? Like maybe you see like two ducks meeting and they have a quarrel and then they float away from each other. And as they do so, they sort of like shake their body, and they shake that feeling of stress away from their body. So let's say something happened during your day. You had an audition or a band rehearsal or a talk with a friend or a colleague, and it made you upset. And what you want to do at the end of the day, the latest, as soon as possible, is to get grounded with yourself and feel where that energy is, where that feeling of being upset lives in your body. And then you want to shake it out. So what you could do is literally shake your body, like start shaking your hands and your fingers and then your whole arm, and really shake all that stress out of your system, and then repeat with your other arm and with your leg, your other leg, and then even your whole body. And if there's a sound that wants to come out as you're doing that, so you're noticing like the stress lives in your body and something wants to come out, like maybe there's like a grunt wants to come out, just release that. It is so great. It feels amazing, and it really is super helpful for your whole body, your whole mind, your energy field, and for your voice to release this tension instead of holding on to it and allowing it to build up. All right, thing number 2 to do every day for your voice is humming. Humming is so great for so many reasons, so let's dive in. Humming is super helpful for your airflow, and it helps you avoid pressed phonation. But not only that, it increases blood flow, so it increases blood flow also then to your larynx. And if you're humming up and down your range like this, this actually helps the cricothyroid muscle that stretches and releases the vocal folds to help you change pitches, to do all these subtle movements, and it helps you even out little bumps along the way. So this is a really nice stretch for your vocal folds, if you may. Humming also helps you sort of like place the voice. It helps you to connect to resonant spots. Now, resonance happens in the vocal tract, but we can feel oftentimes as if the voice is resonating in certain parts of the body depending on what sounds we make. So for instance, a note could resonate more in the sternum, or it could resonate more in the nose and upper lip area, or even like around the area of your nose and between the eyes. And humming allows you to connect to these resonance spots and to experience the connections between them. So just because a sound tends to buzz at a specific place in your body on a specific pitch does not mean that it has to be like that. So working with these resonance spots and the sensation of resonance in your body can help you smooth out your register breaks and smoothen out your voice. As you're humming, try and connect to a buzzing sensation in your lips. So as opposed to a sound which would be a bit tighter in the throat, that will perhaps feel a bit less buzzy on the lips. There's so many great humming-based exercises for your voice that you can do basically anywhere throughout the day. So humming does not produce a lot of sound, of course, so you could even do it out on the street and nobody will look weirdly at you. It's not like you're practicing your belting in the street. Humming has got so many other benefits that are great for you as a person and as a performer. Humming stimulates the vagus nerve, which activates the parasympathetic nervous system, known as the rest and digest state, which I already mentioned earlier with yin yoga. Your vagus nerve runs through your larynx and your pharynx, and humming helps you increase your so-called vagal tone. That is the health of your vagus nerve. And the healthier your vagus nerve is, the quicker you can bounce back from stressful events. And just imagine how vital this is of a skill for all of us artists and performers. our lives tend to be quite stressful sometimes. So the quicker you can bounce back from stressful events and situations, and the better you can deal with stress, the more resilient you are, and the better you can build a life that is sustainable as an artist and performer. So you see how humming is not only great for your voice, but it's so great for your whole system. And again, this is how we need to view the voice, not as just something that lives in the larynx. Your voice is a sum of many parts. We have arrived at the third thing to do every day to keep your voice happy and healthy. Now, this is one of my absolute favorite voice exercises because it has so many benefits all in one. And this magic pill is called overtone singing. Practicing overtone singing is so great for your voice because in doing so, what you're actually doing at the same time is you're fine-tuning your vocal tract. And you're working with micro adjustments at the level of the epiglottic funnel where twang happens, your tongue, your soft palate, and your lips. This helps you smoothen out the voice and fix small instabilities and help your voice to navigate towards a more optimal setting for voicing. Practicing overtones also helps to bring out a richer, fuller, more resonant sound in your voice. So if you feel like your voice sounds a bit like boring or flat in terms of sound, or perhaps you feel like it's just loud, but you miss the juiciness, the sparkles, the richness, the wow factor in your voice, then overtone singing will help you bring out just that. Practicing overtones also helps you improve your pitching, helps you navigate your gear changes, and makes transitioning between registers much easier. And it helps you to bring out more power and presence in your voice without pushing. So you see how overtones is a magic pill for so many things in your voice, which is why I've included overtones as something to do every day. Besides, it's a lot of fun, and as you are singing and practicing overtones, you're also tuning into different frequencies, and this in turn is a whole other interestingness that is connecting to our energy centers and the frequencies that we human beings vibrate on. I would love to hear from you. What resonated the most with you? And what is your biggest takeaway from today's episode? If you want to dive in deeper into daily practices for your voice and for yourself as an artist and performer, get in touch with me and I can tell you more about the ways we can work together in my coaching and mentoring programs. Thanks so much for watching. If you like this video, click like and share it with a friend. And I'll see you soon in another episode of Source Talks.